Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anita Maharani. I'm from 3B class, and I would like to retell the story of the novel that I've read, entitled The Fidelity Project. And The Fidelity Project is written by Susan Conley, and it has 373 pages. And let's start the story. So there was a woman named Jacinta Kirk, usually called Jax, and she was the senior executive creative at ACJ Advertising Agency, and she had a best friend named Maxine O'Malley, called Max, and they were about to lose their job actually at ACJ, and Jax thought that it would be nice to, after they stopped working at ACJ, they had their own production company, and then they built it together, and they started with a project about modern couples, about how modern couples keeping their fidelity, their loyalty in nowadays. And then and they thought that they needed some company, so they looked for some friends, and they got John Paul, and John Paul invited Lorcan too, so John Paul and Lorcan joined the project. And then actually, one day when Max was away, Jax got a call from someone, and this man told her that he was Max's husband, and his name was Michael Lamota. And then Max was shocked, really shocked about that, about how Max had a husband without telling her, which was Jax was Max's best friend. And then Jax was so upset about that, and Jax told her father about that, and she stopped talking to Max. And Max thought that why Jax did this to her, and she started to talk to Jack's mother about that, and Jack's mother suggested to have a big meal for the team at Jake's house, so maybe Jax and Max could talk to each other together, talk to each other again. And after that, yeah, Jax and Max talked to each other again, but then not longer after that they had fight, and Jax pointed out that about how Max didn't tell her about Michael Amota, and Max pointed out about how Jax didn't tell her about Fergal Delaney. So actually, Jax was engaged to Fergal Delaney, but Max didn't know about Fergal, so it was a problem. And then finally, they realized that the transparency in friendship is really important. So Max started to tell Jax about what kind of relationship that she had with Mike. So actually, Max and Mike were married, but then Max had an affair behind Mike's back. So she started to feel she felt guilty about that, and she asked Mike to do a divorce. But then Mike forgave her, and Mike still loved her, so he didn't proceed the divorce. And about Jax, yeah, actually Jax was engaged to Fergal Delaney, but then uh, she found out that Fergal already um, married to another girl without telling her, and she was so sad about that, and she started to fall in love with John Paul, their working mate. So about the ending, it has a happy ending where Jax wasn't married to uh, Virgil Delaney. Instead, she had a romantic relationship with John Paul, and then Max didn't proceed the divorce with Mike, so uh, they're still married, and the relationship between them were getting better. And about the project, it was such a success where their modern couples reality show was a success, and then they finally made it to have a company relationship, to have a cooperation with RTE production company. So it's all for me. Thank you for watching and thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.